so far we have this. I'm going to draw it bigger, okay? 9, this is M2, right? This guy is connected to this node 8. This guy is pointing to nothing, right? And then we have a node flying here, so that we call M3. Right? This is what we have. You tell me, what do I have to do if I want to get something like this? Guide by the color. Guide yourself by the colors, okay? The red is connected to the black already, right? I want to connect the black to the blue. How can I get that instruction? How can I get this? Let's call it A. How do I get A?
You create another constructor to make a node for before?
No constructor. If you create a constructor, you're going to add yet another node, my friend. We don't want to create more nodes. Hold on one second. Analyze piece by piece. We want to have 3 guys connected. Are these connected? Yeah. Yes. We don't have to do anything there. What are we missing? We're missing this part. That's all we're missing. You want to say something?
Would you do M dot set next to M3?
Excellent. Excellent. Do you understand what he's saying? He's saying this. M has an X that is null. Correct?
Add it, you guys are
M has an X that is null. So far so good? If I call M, give me get next. If I say M, that get next, what do I get? Null. So he's saying, if I want to connect this guy to this guy, I have to change this arrow, instead of pointing to null, to point here. Correct? So he's saying, I'm going to say M set next to M3. Got it?
Like M14, you could choose M to M14.
You can do connections to whatever you want. So if I want to get there, I'll say M, that's set next, M3. Correct?
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Now, I have this nice representation, right? How can I print the blue guy, for example? I can print from M3.getData, right? If I say M3.getData, I get it, right? But I want to print it, say, from the black guy. How do we print it from the black guy? From M2. Sorry, from M. M is the black guy, right? Getting data from, say, M3 through M. What do I do?
And that get next data.
That data, right? Is that clear? All of you guys?
Yes.
So, that's good, right? Now, let me put it a little harder on you guys. I'm sure you're going to do it just fine. Getting data from M3 through M2. And I'll tell you, I want you to tell me what's the data of the blue guy, but all you have access is to the red guy. The red guy is M2.
Same thing, just connect it.
Sorry?
And just connect it, M2 to.
No, I don't want you to change connections. The connection is already made. You already have this
To all
connection.
3?
The 3 are connected just like this, man.
Okay.
Now, I'm giving you the red guy. I'm giving you access to the red guy. You don't have access to the black, not to the blue. You just have access to the red guy. How can you print the data of the blue guy if I only have access to this one?
M3 that gets data.
Come on, I'm asking that guy. You can do it.
M2,
This M2, the blue is, sorry, the red is M2. This M2, man.
M2 that gets data from M3.
But you cannot do it directly, man. The data of M3 belongs to the blue guy, not here.
But you're gonna get next, and then get data.
Yeah, you just keep doing the gun next.
You tell me M2, get next, now you're here. Get next, now you're here.
Get data.
Now that you're here, you can just call get data.
Okay.
Got it? All of you?
Yes.
What if that list was 50 long? Can you do get next 50 times, or is there easier
You
way?
can loop, right?
Loop.
You can loop, right? We're gonna see that soon. We're gonna see that soon, guys. We're gonna see that soon when we get to LinkedIn. So, M2, let's get next. That, Get next. That. Later. Now, if you don't do these drawings, trust me, it's extremely hard to figure it out. Okay? Even the books, when they explain this, they will do drawings to you. Extremely useful. I like using colors because I think it's more catchy, right? You remember your kindergarten years, right? Sounds good, guys? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, Conrad? No, no question.
No, I understand.
Okay, okay. So is that clear, guys? It's something new. I know, this is totally new to you, right? But you understand the links, right? Now, somebody here, I think you were saying, what if instead of getting this connection, I want to make the blue connect to the black. I want to make the blue connect to the black, like that. Would I do that? Huh? I do that if I wanted to, right? Correct? Remember I connected the black to the blue?
Yeah.
Now what if instead of doing that, I ask connect the blue to the black? Just M3, that's the next M, right? That's it, right? And now I have two guys whose next is M, right?
But M is always, if you do that, M will have the option of going next somewhere else though.
No, because M is always no. It's pointing to no. His next is no.
Oh.
Okay?
No, I mean, if you change it.
Sorry?
Yeah, I mean, if you even set next, this is another node that can have connection, but the M3 will be connected to M.
Correct. Yeah, M can be connected to anything, doesn't really matter. Having this would be equivalent of, imagine you're using one hand to connect, right? Would be equivalent of having, for example, Darlene with her hand like that, connecting to nobody. Having you can put in one hand on Darlene's shoulder, and having this guy putting the hand on the other shoulder. So these two guys are connected to Darlene, but Darlene is connected to nothing. Right? You wanna see that?
Can you have a circuit?
Sorry?
Can you have a circuit, one connecting here and this here?
You can do as many shapes as you want.
Okay.
Is that clear, guys? Yes? Yes, sir.
How do you get M3 from M2 when you connect M3 to M?
How do I connect M3 from M2?
Yeah, how would you get that?
If I do this connection,
Yeah.
I cannot. I cannot. Good question. If I would have done this connection instead, is there a way for me to get from M2 to M3? No way. No way. The most I can do is from M2 to M. That's it. Got it? See it like a one-way street, right? Is that clear, guys?
Can you do M2 to M and then M to M2?
Can I do M? Okay. M to M2,
M2 to M,
like it is.
and then M to M2 as well. Can you go like?
Oh, yeah.
Can you do
Like M, let's create other nodes, okay? Let's play with other nodes. So let's call this N, for example, right? You're saying connect N to N2, and then connect this guy here.
Yeah.
Of course. This is called circular list, okay? It's called circular list. We can do that. Yes.
So can you insert M3 like you were saying in between and still have it like just one chain so that M2 updates with M3 and then M3 points to
I don't think so. What do you want to do, Carlos?
Remember how you were asking that how you can put M3?
Like that?
Yeah, but then I'm saying then can you make it so that M2 points to M3?
Change this here?
Yeah, so then it's still
Yeah,
one
and
chain.
then you have connected everything. You could do that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
And Carlos is saying,
Kind of like inserting it.
okay. Carlos is saying, okay, let me do something here. We're going to do that with the same node. Let me put a comment here, okay, and say this. So far we got what? We got N2 connecting to M, and this guy connecting to M3. So far so good?
Yeah.
That's what I have, right? Now, Carlos is asking. Carlos request. Carlos request for having, you want to have what?
M2, M3,
And M2, M3,
and then
and then M. Like that.
so before just assuming that you just had M2 and M.
No, actually, let's start from what we have and get to where you want to get, okay? So that you guys understand how we can do that. So let me erase this. Look, we have M2. It is really good that we are doing this, guys. Seems like we're playing here, but this is really important, okay? So we have here, what was the red guy? M2 was 9, right? So we have this like this. Then we have the black guy was M, right? With 8. We have here 8, M. And then we have the blue guy that was 12, right? M3. Sorry. No. What do you want to get, Carlos? You want to get M2 first, then M3, and then M, right? So what Carlos wants to do, pretty much wants to break this link, right? And wants to make this, correct? And then he wants to break this link, and he wants to get this. If you do that, you're going to end up with what? You're going to end up with something like this. Red, 2, and then black, right? And black pointing to blue. This is what you're going to end up doing.
Yeah, but then I'm saying then obviously make the last thing null.
You want to make the last guy null.
Yeah, just like.
So if you want to do that, then you want to break this guy and put this guy to null. So you're going to end up with this. Got it?
changing the order.
Yeah, he just want to break the links and to change the links in a different order. Okay? So now we have the red still as the head, but then the blue in the middle, and the black as the last guy. Okay, how can we do that?
And you can reverse it backwards, you're saying the black first, the
Yeah,
red
you
in
can-
the middle, and the blue.
Yes, we can make different arrangements. Let's play with this arrangement that Carlos wants to look for. What can we do?
Next.
What would we need to change?
You do, M2 dash.
M2 set next to what?
3,
23, right?
Yes.
M2 set next to M3, that's fine. You can even follow this same order. I want these two guys to be connected, right? Now, I want these two guys to be connected, M3 with M, right? You understand what I'm doing, right? And then Carlos says he wants the last guy to be null, right? Now you have what you want. Got it? Is that clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Everybody? Now, our friend here asked me a very smart question. He told me, what if I had 50 nodes connected? Right? And sometimes we see the answers only to the first element. Eventually, we're going to keep calling the first element the head. Okay? That's how it's called, the head of the list. So far, we're not talking about lists. We're just playing with nodes and connecting them as we wish. Right? And doing random connections. We could even do connections that do not necessarily tie them. Right? Now we have a different kind of connection, but all of them are connected, that's fine. So let's say I want to start with a red node, and I only have access to the red node. Okay? Assume for a second, this is a short list. I don't want to keep adding more stuff because this might take some time. Okay? But assume this list was very, very long. Can be, right? We keep playing and adding nodes can be longer, right? What we know is two things. We know two things for a fact. We have access to the first guy, right? And we know that the last node will have a next that is null. Correct?
Is that always the case, that the last of those are
No.
null?
I mean, in LinkedLists, yes. But as we are playing now with nodes, no. We can do any crazy thing. We can even create, like he said, a loop, right? Connect back, a circular thing.
So in a linked list, it doesn't have a null yet.
In a linked list, regular linked list, the last one is always null.
Okay.
But so far we're not doing linked lists. That's what I'm saying. So far we're just playing with nodes. So at this point, anything can happen. I'm just saying, we have been playing such a way that we're kind of creating a list, right? So assuming we have and we have played with 1,000 nodes, just like we were playing N1, N2, and N to 1,000, okay? But you only have access to the first node. But you know that all of them are connected like this. And somebody tells you, you know what? I want you to print me the data of all your nodes. And I will give you the first node, and that's it. Can you do that? How? How?
Pass it to first, and then get next, get data, and then increment, or then all the Yeah, I think
Loop from one.
Yeah, I think a while would be that. So while it's not no.
What is okay.
While dot net, while
Well, dot next.
dot next is a null, then you just keep printing.
This node, let's call it for a second x. Okay? You can say, while the node, like you said, is not null, right? While the node is not null, make the node become the next guy. How do I achieve that? X will be equal to x that get next. With that, x now will be here, and I call the data. Then do this stuff again. This is x again, right? Eventually, x will arrive here, right? And then you know you need to stop. You cannot call get data anymore because x is null. Correct?
In that case, you have to have a list.
Not circular, man, not circular.
You can't do it with circle.
With circular, this will never end because you will never reach null. Correct? You will never reach null. This will go forever, printing the same number, right? So you're gonna learn now. What is my first node in this case, guys? What is x in this case? What is my first node? N2, right? Well, N2 is different than null. We said we were going to do two things. Print, just print so that we can put them together. Print N2 that get data, right? And make N2 become the next line, right? Correct? And you see it's doing the job. 9, 12, 8. Got it? Clear? Yes. Just because we put them nicely, right? Is that good? Yes, Carl.
So what would happen if you put while into the next, get next node with an equal node?
Carlos is asking, what if I, instead of saying, well, M2 is different than null, I would say, well, M2 that get next is different from null. So I would ask, is your next different from null? No, print it. That would stop on this guy, because his get next is different, it's actually null.
Checking before.
So I wouldn't print the last element. Okay? We're going to use a trick at one point.
This is assuming you know the first element, though, right?
Correct.
What if that seems like you wouldn't really know? There wouldn't be an occasion where you would know the first element.
When you get to linked list, you will always know the first element.
Oh, really?
That's necessary.
Okay.
Now, this seems good, right? Let me ask you a question, guys. Can you please tell me the data from first element? Or M2 actually, right? M2 is the first element, right? Can you tell me how do I print the data from the first element? Please try again. Try guys. Tell me. Okay, good. You're paying attention. M2
Yeah, but wouldn't that print the last thing in the loop?
Oops!
Oh.
Exception. Why?
Because the loop needs a break.
No. Because what happens is M2 was here, and then you say M2 equal M2 that get next. M2 became this guy. When the loop
Oh,
finished,
right.
M2 what ended with that being null. Can you call the data from null? So what just happened? We lost M2. 1 minute of silence for him, guys. We just lost M2, right? We just lost M2, correct?
You lost that.
So that's not the right way to traverse a linked list or a list because we're going to lose the head, right? We're losing the head, right?
And you lose everything after that too.
Sorry?
You lose everything after that.
No. You still have access to M and M3.
Yeah, aren't you replacing M with M2?
Sorry? No. I'm playing just with M2. M2 is the one
Oh,
we're using
okay.
to move.
Yeah, he asked a good question, Professor, because if you can't get M2, that means the connection is somewhere broken.
No, M2 is lost. M3 and M are still connected. I'm not changing, I'm not touching here, M or M3. Look, I'm not touching them. So they are still intact, connected. M2 is the one that was connected to the second guy, and I moved him, and now he's to know. He wants to know. Got it?
So for traversing, we should store the value of M2 into a separate variable?
Excellent. 1 point for that. You can call it 10 equal M2. Okay? And then 10. And then we just move 10. 10 will get lost. That's fine. That's fine, because it's my temporary. My temporary is initially equal to M2, so both are the same. Temp is moving, printing and moving. I don't care, it's gonna get lost. If I ask here, what the heck is temp that get data? It's gonna sell null and exception again, right? But M2 was not touched. M2 was just copied into temp. So I should still be able to access M2. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys?
Yep.
You see? I still have M2.
The same way that we use temp, would it have been wrong to just, our maximum is M3, so let's say like M2 is equal to M4 and just work with that? Yeah, we're making one up. If we're gonna lose them,
You can
we
relate
didn't have
why you're not
before.
understanding the links, man. These are nodes, man. These are nodes, and if you create M4, then you have to create another node, and then you have to have it connected somewhere. Okay? Yes, Corey?
Can you repeat what you said about the temps again?
Sorry?
Can you repeat what the temps were again?
Okay, if I use the same M2 like I was using before, M2 was here, then M2 was becoming the next. Eventually, M2 was becoming null. So M2 was lost. I didn't know what was the beginning value, which was here. So what I will do is I will create a temporary variable called temp. That will also, so at the beginning I have M2 here, right? Like this, right? I will create another guy called temp that is also here. And the one I will move is temp. So temp is going to get lost. That's fine, I don't care. But M2 will not be moved, so he will always have the inner value. Okay? So far so good? Yes? Okay, do you know what happened with the rest of the guys who didn't come today? Do you have any idea about Victor or Giovanna? You know they dropped?
Studying for OS. After the.
Just right after.
Okay. Because I'm asking because if you know if somebody dropped, I will do the teams now. And if some people have dropped, some people have less people than others. So
But you pick the team?
I'll pick the teams. Yeah. You know what? I'll just do the teams. If for any reason your team has too little members, too few members, I'll just grab from some other team and put it in your team. Okay? Okay, time to see the grades. So this was clear, right, guys? No problem? Next class, I will start with linked lists, and I'll finish with linked lists. Okay? So you better come early and pay attention, because that thing will be nuts. After that, I will do stacks and queues, which is very, very easy. That's relaxed. Gregory, come for your laptop. Can you share the code with everybody, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.